You know, the past 2 years I've been working in an office during the summer, right? Answering emails and working with invoices and shit like that. Basically just doing business, you know? It's some pretty important shit, and I'm making a bag off it. And it's definitely better than getting paid minimum wage for flipping burgers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm just saying. But this job, right, has got to be the most brain-numbing shit ever. Dealing with dumb-ass customers that ask for the stupidest shit, wasting my time. But I guess every job has some of that. And doing repetitive work that has you questioning your sanity. At the end of my 8-hour shift, I honestly can't even tell if I'm alive. Leaving my job after my shift feels like getting out of a 20-year coma. Well, that might be an over-exaggeration, right? Actually, no, it's not. The only thing that keeps me going is music and knowing that I'm gonna get my paycheck soon. Now, I've been to several offices in my life, right? And there's one thing they all got in common. The outdated, before Christ, prehistoric, dinosaur age ass equipment they use. I remember when I was at work, going to get some water or some shit like that. I walked across one of my coworkers' tables and I saw they got this old ass phone. Looked like some shit that was used during World War II. And I asked, hey, what's going on with that phone? And they replied by saying, oh yeah, we just switched from using that old one a few years ago. Now, a few generally means like 3 or more, right? I think that's what it is. Now this would mean that they just stopped using that phone only around 3 years ago. And the crazy thing is, the upgrade isn't even all that. Like, you really call this an upgrade? The higher ups of the company can definitely afford to buy new equipment for everyone. Like, I know they got a shit ton of money that they're just keeping to themselves and forcing us to use these old Macintosh Plus ass computers. Matter of fact, Macintosh Plus computers are probably way too advanced of a computer for these offices to have. A lot of people are out here using fucking Ataris to send their emails, man, I swear to God. But anyway, enough on the equipment, right? I'm grateful that I have such a good environment at my job, because I've been to other offices that are so fucking hectic, it's insane. Now I find this to be pretty common in a lot of workplaces like these, where it's just extremely toxic, everyone is just overworked to shit, depressed, and just don't want to be there. It almost feels like a Chinese sweatshop, Their bosses are always on their ass, and other coworkers are on their ass. Everyone is just on each other's asses. It's kind of like a low-key psychological war. The bosses always have the highest expectations of their workers, and always have them work dreadfully long hours into overtime, just to be barely paid for those extra hours. And that's only some of the shit I've heard from people about their past office jobs. It's kind of wild to think about how all these people work their asses off in university, getting their business degrees, just to end up working these basic and monotonous office jobs. Like, some of my coworkers got a shit ton of degrees in finance and commerce and all that, right? So they spent all that time studying, years of studying, just to meet the qualifications of working at this office. But I guess not everyone can be this important CEO boss man, right? Now, me making this video and complaining about this shit is pretty contradictory, since I'm going into the business field and I'm most likely going to be working these kind of jobs. Maybe even till the day I die. But it is what it is. Alright, bye.
Vibes in the nighttime, bitch. Can we get some more?